Car needs a bit of a clean. I'm so fucking tired. I might have to put this roof down, you know. I had a conversation with one of my friends the other day about going into the agency space or the coaching space, and I think I'm going to make a video separately about this, but there's loads of pros and cons with agency versus coaching, and I just wanted to touch on a bit about my opinion on what route you should take, but it all does depend on your goal. If you want quick money, coaching is the best option. Because you can build a personal brand. Having a personal brand is a very good asset anyway, but you can build a personal brand, offer coaching in a certain niche or a specific business model, and charge 5 to 10k for coaching, and boom, you've made 10k a month or 20, 30k a month, whatever your goal is. But if you're, let's have a little bit. I have to overtake this Tesla, it's fucking Cheers! But if your goal, as I said, if your goal is short-term cash, the agency space, the coaching space is where you want to be at. And you can make good money with coaching. But the con, in my opinion, to coaching is that it's not very sustainable and it's not cash flow. In business, if you want a real business that has enterprise value where you can make an exit and make, I don't know, 6, 7 figures, multiple 7 figures, 8 figures, even 8 figures, 9 figures. Like, you need cash flow and you need a system in place that can run without your face being attached to it. And the only way you can have a successful coaching business is with your fucking head attached to it. So there's no exit value there. But growing an agency, especially within a saturated market, is one of the hardest things you can do. So it requires a lot of skill, a lot of fucking consistency and determination. Yes, having a personal brand attached to your agency will help. But the thing is, when you sign clients, if you can retain them, you don't necessarily need your face attached to it as such. That's why a lot of these big guys in this space that I speak to and have been told about this too, is that they have so much potential to scale their agency through their personal brand, but they choose not to because they want to exit their agency down the line. And I resonate with that a lot, because having a coaching business, I've done a lot of coaching once, and it was great. I was making decent money for like a couple months, but when I tell you the headaches of taking calls, taking calls with these students, if they're not doing the work, it makes you look bad, and the messages, the fucking questions you get on a daily basis, like, you're selling a coaching thing for like 5-10k. Yes, you can upsell them down the line, but even then, you can't upsell them consistently. You can do a monthly coaching thing, but yet again, the calls you have to take with these guys, the questions you get, it takes too much bandwidth out of your head. Where agency, you can sign a client, build a system, and that system will just do the work for you. Because your face is attached to your coaching business, you have to speak and resonate with your customer. Yes, you might have a success manager, all these fancy names for these fucking coaching things, but your face is attached to the business. They want to speak with you, and you got to do weekly calls, bi-weekly calls, whatever it is, to keep it going. It's a great business model if you want to make cash quick, but I personally think the agency space will give you the most sustainability if you want a business long term and you do want to build enterprise value. But the only con to agency space, yes, it's super saturated depending on the niche, but I do think one of the saturated niches are the ones that are the most sustainable because they just keep going on and not really much changes. But if you can sign clients in that space, and you can learn systems that are proven to work and get you clients predictably, and you have the dedication to learn skills within that space, etc., you will have a very successful agency. So I just thought I'd touch on that, to be fair. Agency versus coaching, both have pros and cons. It just depends what you want. But I personally like the agency space. I do also like the coaching, because you can make good bread. If you do both, then that's even better. You can make really good bread. So yeah, bit of a, hope that made all sense.